If you ain't talking money, then I don't want to talk.
Still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing.
Well. We back here with another one, another late night, whatever. This is We-On-Loc Nation with the late night news that everybody's popping off right now with the whole K.Dot Andrew Schultz situation. Andrew Schultz, the man who literally got his job by being around Charlamagne's yacht. And I've been telling you for years, and quite frankly, y'all just do what y'all do. I mean, you love bringing certain white folks to the cookout, and they think just because they've been around, the brothers, that they have a license to spew out whatever they want to spew out. I just don't understand it. This is y'all fault. This is on y'all. I mean, K.Dot gonna do what K.Dot gonna do. But for the mere fact that Andrew Schultz, thinking that he's gonna get away with this shit, well, he can think again, because K.Dot moves in silence. He don't move just because you say move. All right. But Schultz is talking shit. So he's been talking shit for years. I've covered him once or twice before, and he's a joke. But like so many others, you bring these particular people to the cookout, and this is what you get. You get a bunch of shit talking. It's like, I've been around my brothers. I've been around them. They my peoples too. I didn't see you on a slave ship. As a matter of fact, you was the motherfucking driver. So what makes you think that you have a seat in the kingdom's table? But again, this is on y'all. This is what happens when you bring white folks to the cookout. This is what happens when you marry, all these cave bitches. This is what happens. Oh, of course, K.Dot gonna cook them, but he gonna cook them on his own time. He gonna cook them in his own time, and he doesn't really have to lift a finger. But Andrew Schultz is acting as if, I'm like, well, we can do it on a one-on-one situation. K.Dot knock your ass out. this white boy cannot fight whatsoever. I don't give a damn how tall he is or how brave he thinks he is. What you hang around the brothers and they think they gonna come to your defense? Try again. Anyway, it's not gonna be a very long stream at all. But I'm just upset. I'm upset that y'all let this happen. Fair use.
Okay. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Now, technically speaking, if we're going off of grammatic English,
Okay.
he's saying I can talk about black women, and that is law.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black
So
woman.
he's basically saying all white comedians
Are only allowed to
talk about black women.
exclusively.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're
Kendrick.
back, we're back.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a law.
Finally, he understands
It's a
it.
law.
Now I understand why he's doing a comedy with the South Park creators.
That makes
Because
sense.
he appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people.
There you go.
And they've done that brilliantly for decades.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would never want to, break one of his own laws.
No, that's true.
I mean, didn't they have a character called Token on the South Park show?
Yeah, they do.
Which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of.
That's true.
He must be a big fan
That's
if he's
true.
going to do a comedy with them. I mean, we can look that up. Apparently, he has a comedy coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fact.
But Al, you're getting groomed right now. We need to ungroom.
Yeah, you are.
We need to ungroom you right now.
Let's see.
Okay? I mean it, Blizzard, because he sent people, he says slide on. What he said, slide, where's the line? Okay, the N-words that coon, the N-words that being groomed, slide on both of them. Whoa, that seems like a call to violence.
It does.
Why would he call to, if he's about protecting black people, why would the call to violence be
Now, this is an Indian talking. Listen to what this Indian goofball got to say.
towards the black dudes, not the white guy making the joke?
Well, you gotta understand.
What?
No. You gotta understand.
Because I snitch.
I cooperate.
I tell.
Litigation.
Okay? You go squabble up in a jail cell.
Here's what you gotta understand about Ken. It's very important to him to protect black women. That's why he's never done a song with an abuser confirmed. He's never done a song with anybody that's suspected of abuse. He's never threatened to remove his music from Spotify because they removed R. Kelly's music, who for sure fucked and held captive underage black women. Hold on. This is all very important to Kendrick.
Wait a minute, just let me understand what's going on here.
This is what social media has done for people. This is what social media has done for everyone. Thinking that you have the capabilities and you have the First Amendment right to talk shit about anyone that you could, and not have the repercussions of one day having someone step up to you and pull your card. That's just what social media has done. I mean, but need I warn you? This is a very, very small world. And the smaller it gets, the more people start knocking into each other. Strangely, I mean, I don't reprimand violence or anything like that because I'm not a violent dude. But I will slap a mother if I had to. See, I just censored myself. If I have to slap somebody, I will slap somebody under sheer principle that you talk reckless. And Andrew Schultz is that type of white boy that would, I mean, he has no fear because, again, you let him in. You let Eminem in. You let Third Base in. You let the Beastie Boys in. You let Bubba Sparks in. Paul Wall. All them white boys. Now they're a part of your family. And everybody and their mama taking up for these individuals. Fine. It's just like, well, who's the other comedian? I don't even consider Andrew Schultz a comedian. Gary Owens, right? Gary freaking Owens is now a pookie because he's not with his black wife anymore. I wonder why. But hey, this is what happens when you let motherfuckers into the cookout. I mean, I honestly hope this goes away quickly and quietly, and K.Dot just goes ahead and gets his revenge, and just smack up the dude. Quite frankly, if I was K.Dot, I'll just go ahead and make my appearance right there in Charlemagne. And with the homies, he never rides alone. You know that. He never rides by himself. So I'll be with the homies and say, what's up? What's happening? Just like when Birdman pulled up on Charlemagne and put some respect on my name. It is what it is. But let's play some more.
Here, because I think that you're using sarcasm as a comedic device.
It is a comedic device.
But you're so fucking smart right now that I don't know if you're serious or making jokes. Are you saying that Kendrick Lamar put it on wax that he is protecting black women from white comedians' jokes?
And then it starts getting dark when Schultz starts talking about having his way with Kendrick. Schultz goes on to make up a hypothetical situation where him and Kendrick will be locked up together, and he would essentially have his way with Kendrick.
But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we've done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe I'll let him choose a position.
It was just a
Again, I can't definitively say anything because this is y'all fault. Y'all, the black community, this is y'all fault. You had a group meeting and decided to put white people in your meeting. This all stimulates back to the civil rights movement, where you had a few good white folk into your spaces and thinking they're going to do something systematically. And no, this white boy here is perfectly, I'm going to say it uncomfortably. I don't give a damn. Maybe y'all learn y'all lesson from here on in. Maybe not, because y'all love white folks so much. He's in his perfectly good right to say what he wanted to say. He's in his right. You know why? Because again, you don't let people who ain't you, who ain't struggled with you, who ain't been in any type of war stimulated from the First World War, the Second World War, Civil War, the war in the ghetto, the war with Martin Luther King, the war with Malcolm. I'm talking about the type of wars that we have at home. If it was me, if I was the black dude that was sitting there all quiet and snickling, I'd have punched him in his mouth. And there was nothing that he could do. And for the little Indian guy, I would have sent his ass back to India. No. There would have been nothing to say. But this is what, again, this should be a lesson. But this is going to continue. And then K.Dot. Listen, Kendrick, please handle your business. Handle your business. You know this is not going to go well, right? This is not going to go well at all. All of this is a lesson to, even Ice Cube and OG, he wouldn't let shit like this slide. You know that. He the one that came up with the baseball bat after they wouldn't give him his royalties, or actually his money. I'm sorry, and his royalties. He came up there with a baseball bat, started swinging, and if he has to do it again, he'll do it again. Don't think just because he's old, he older though. He's in his 50s now, that he won't do the exact same shit. Oh no, sit your $5 ass down, nigga. I mean, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and play some more of this crap.
A very weird response. Something you should not tell another man, especially another man that you've never. That's cool. Keep and with kids and a TDE. I know as a Blair, he's been on show his junior candidate. He calls him and tells video. How so you guys
just like reacting to stupid videos on the internet and like telling stories.
They're just friends. I'm just friends.
Yeah, I'm just friends. Why can't I have millions of dollars like they have? But they don't realize that. They really think it's their community. Your community still loves you. Your community still knows you. If you actually have a community, they're not going to immediately throw you away because of one clip where you're laughing at a clear joke. Remember, the people trying to cancel you get off on you being canceled. You having to come out and apologize and bend to their whim and change the disposition of who you are. The learning lesson here is you do not apologize because you're part of your community in the first place.
Oh, wow. See? And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Because maybe, just maybe, you will get up off of y'all asses and start rectifying shit. Not rectifying, wreck shit. But you won't. You won't because you're afraid of police. You afraid of revolution. You're afraid. Most of y'all will pick up a gun and point it at each other, but you won't point it at him. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. You won't ball your fist up at each other, but you won't ball your fist up at him. That's quite nice. That is quite nice. I bet you won't talk shit to Professor Griff. That's out. Professor Griff wouldn't stand for that shit. Ice Cube wouldn't stand for that shit. And I'm definitely sure K.Dot is going to have a field day. It's just that he's going to do it on his time. I'm sure he has heard the noise. But my whole point is, this is what happens when you let certain people get away with shit. And you giggling and laughing. You didn't think I seen the black dude? Again, I seen the black dude in the back. But I don't really care if he has a following. I don't really care if he has a majority of people there, black, white, Hispanic, Indian. I don't care. Number the number of times a number of people is the majority of the minority of people that K.Dot has behind him, and most of them are still gang lords to this very day. They just follow Kendrick because he's that guy. You remember when he did They Not Like Us and he was on stage and he performed that song and both Bloods and Crips were up on stage with him. Now, just imagine if they're at that same studio. Do you obviously think that Andrew Schultz and K.Dot were going to shake hands and be best buddies? Nah, ain't happening. Ain't happening. I don't fault him for that. I don't. I really don't fault him for that. But like I said, when K.Dot said what he said, and I can't even play the video because that would be copyright. When K.Dot said what he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he does not want any white comedians, and he wasn't pointing to Andrew Schultz particularly. He just says he doesn't want any white comedians. That could be including Gary Owens or any other, or Bill. What is it? Bill Burke, Bill Maher. Does Andrew Schultz think he's the only comedian? He's not even a comedian to me because his jokes aren't even funny. His jokes aren't even funny. I don't consider him funny. He just likes he talks about playing with himself, playing with chickens, playing with, I don't know, just like playing with himself. And that's supposed to be funny? Oh my God. But at any rate, let me see. A whole bunch of, let me see. Let me just play a little bit of this. Fair use. Oh, and please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And please, if you have not, please do so. Become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Disclaimer, I'm Indian, and that other Indian dude on Schultz's show is someone who's not like me, nor do I claim to be my own. A lot of these people come from international countries and taste the blood of the toxicity of America and think that they're doing something special until they get punched in the mouth, and then it's a problem. It's like, oh, it's just like the situation, right? It's just like the situation with the dude from Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. Now, Myron Gaines is starting to have a big head about himself because he's lost a lot of money and he's lost a lot of fans. And he's lost a lot of revenue because he does not know how to keep his damn mouth shut. And he's being totally racist. And hey, that's on him. So, but he's lashing out at people. He's lashed out at who's he lashed out at? He's lashed out at Tariq Nasheed. He's lashed out at, I don't know, a whole bunch of individuals, right? But he thinks he has that right. But here's the thing. He came from, his tethered ass has came from a specific country where people are nearly starving. And he could have had just taken that money home that he had made, the revenue that he made here in the United States, and went back and contributed to his community over there. But instead, he wants to come over here, get women drunk, blah, 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 and then make fun of the simple fact that he ain't having sex with the most delicacy of Black women. He wants to insult them. He wants to shame them. And you wonder why people are on at his head. I'm at his head as well. Because even though you have a black woman who particularly don't like black men, I'm still gonna fight for them for the simple fact you're not like us. And you never will be. You thrive with that crowd. You try to get along with skinheads. You're trying to get along with a skinhead. But this is not about him. This is about Andrew Schultz's stupid ass. Which I hope he gets his just due, which he will, and I will be right there when he does. But let's just review some more, shall we? Fair use, fair use, fair use.
The only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we've done tattooing each other, whatever you do.
Ha 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 ha. That's mind you, this is the Indian guy. Oh, thank you. That's the Indian guy, the other white guy, and then there's the black guy. Mind you, they're all laughing, giggling, chuckling it up. You know, the black dude with the dreads, he'll get it just as worse. But, you know. Oh, God, I wish we could take it from back in the day. We really need to start an ass-whooping campaign on some of these white dudes. We really do. We need to start an ass-whooping campaign. When Kendrick says white folks, comedian white folks should not be talking about black women, period, just don't talk about them. Otherwise, we will declare war on your ass. Period. Why can't people just follow that logic? It'll be so simple. It'll be better for all of us if you would just follow that logic. But no. It is what it is.
In the cell, and we ran out of board games, and we did all the other things. We cleaned everything. And I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe I'll let him choose a position.
If again, if you really think that Kendrick Lamar is that weak, think again. He's trained with some heavy. You don't think Kendrick trains 3 times a day, 3-4 times a day, 3-4 times a week? Kendrick Lamar is my height. I'm 5'10". He's 5'9". If you honestly think that Kendrick is that weak, just because you're 6'4", that don't mean shit. Talking about scientific physics. Science tells you the bigger you are, the harder you. The bigger you are, the more wakeful you become. The more I get to knock you on your ass. Excuse me. But keep talking, Schultz. Keep talking. I love it.
Picture of Mark. Why are you doing this?
Look, put up that picture of him.
Oh, and by the way, Charlamagne's not going to save you. Charlamagne will get his ass kicked right along with you, right along with the other white guy, right along with the Indian, right along with the black dude. So, Charlamagne, I suggest you stay where you at.
And Travis Kelce's girl. Look at that shit.
Oh my God, dude, that's unbelievable.
Yo, I'll be honest. I would go so far as to say I don't think he could stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got security is to stop people from having sex with him whenever he wants. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people who could fuck me against my will. I was in an elevator once with this drag queen, and this motherfucker was like 6'5".
Oh, yeah.
And we're in the elevator, and we're going down. I'm like, yo, if he wanted to take it, I gotta cause a ruckus or something like that. Like, I gotta have my pants. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I know with Kendrick that he's talking a lot of shit, but if it came down to it, I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle. I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle and make love to him if I wanted to, and there's nothing he could do about it. I might not be.
That's an issue. That is a serious issue. But he is brave. He's got a following. He's got followers. He's probably got security, but that's not gonna matter. I actually feel some type of pity for Schultz, and this is the reason why. Other than what I said earlier, this pathetic piece of dog pile just mainly shitted on one of the best rappers in LA. Would he do this to any other hip-hop artist? I don't think he would. I don't think he's ever would. What is so different about Kendrick just because he's my height? What is so different about Kendrick because he has, a whole crowd around him and people are just over 6 feet? No. You see, now I understand why in the Mike Tyson fight, why he was holding back. Because he didn't want to kill, he didn't want to delete. I'm so sorry. I don't want to get my channel flagged because of the words that I fuck it. He was going to end up killing that white boy. But due to the contract that he signed, and people don't understand, this is a trick game. If this was for real, I forgot what the white boy's name was, but white boy would have got shattered. He would have nearly got shattered. Mike is too heavy-handed to be. No, he would have gotten hurt. Nearly gotten hurt. But I understand that this is a trick bag. This is a trick. This is a game. This is a game just to get the bag. And I understand that. But in the Schultz's situation, I guess he just wants to be that famous. Watch what you ask for. You just might get it. You just might get it.
Be hard, dick might just slap soft against his butt. I could be romantic with him and there's nothing he could do about it, to the point like I think I'm so charming he would just fall into it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think he would just be so charmed. He would be like, damn, like what?
Now, radio host Peter Rosenberg had enough of shows. He went on Twitter to voice his disdain is rich. This bad. Being friends better pray, saying, oh, like he father.
Culture he knows nothing about and doesn't understand fundamentally. Kendrick takes a shot on him on the album by pointing out that people shouldn't let a white comedian talk about black women, whatever. His response is to threaten to sexually assault Kendrick in a weird joking way. Okay, flat weird joke, but I get it. I get the job you're trying to do. And then also responds by pulling this, oh, since when has hip-hop been so pro-women? Oh, because hip-hop's so pro-women. Why are you talking about hip-hop? We're talking about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick is the representative for all rap. Do you even like rap? Do you even like hip hop? Like, I know you don't care about black culture at all. Like, you're one of those people who talks about the music because it's hot and trendy. You don't know it. You don't get it. You don't love it. It deep down, it's just a means to an end for you. I get that. But you went straight Bill O'Reilly? And when a rap artist says something, you come at all rap as if Kendrick Lamar is 2 Live Crew? The man's been uplifting women his entire career.
Now, most of you guys should know this, but Peter Rosenberg and Andrew Schultz do not get along. About comments about Lauren London, which then prompted Schultz to flame up Rosenberg. Here it is.
And I'm going to give Peter a gift that he's never gotten in his life. I'm going to care about what he has to say. Okay, that is the reality. Now, I'm not saying Peter's a bad broadcaster, but some people have that intangible thing that makes people care about what they say, right? And Peter just doesn't have it. And that's why he always has to be a parrot on someone's shoulder. Peter's never been able to exist on his own, right? He has to be next to someone that people care what they say. Right now, it's Ebro. Before it was Cypher, right? He does a sports show with a couple other guys, but he knows deep down no one gives a flying what he has to say. But I'm going to give him that gift. I'm going to give Iago the gift of caring what he has to say. He believes, right, that he should control what women do with their bodies. He believes that he should tell a woman to kiss another dude if she doesn't feel comfortable doing that, right?
And then obviously you guys know Rosenberg does not like Charlemagne for 10 plus years now. Goes back to the Hot 97, one radio beef. As Charlemagne is still that Rosenberg beef with Schultz has also had as well. Schultz has been on, doesn't really get on. Most times there's huffing and puffing that shows heat, because you still know. What do you guys think about Rosenberg calling out Andrew Schultz? You guys.
Well, as I said in the show before, this was going to be, and this is, a very interesting dilemma. I just wonder if Andrew Schultz is going to be waking up quite happy that he has actually accomplished something that normally a comedian wouldn't dare cross that threshold. But he seemed to want to do it and want to test the water, so let him test it. But again, this is on us. This is merely on us because we allow it. And Charlemagne has this is his buddy. This is his pal. And all I'm gonna, if I was there, if I'm gonna say Charlemagne, expect company. I mean, of course, you don't care for it, but expect him to have company. And if you decide to interfere or do any of that shit, let's get along to get along shit, you're gonna be tossed out with the rest of the motherfuckers. You're gonna get tossed out. I can't stand Charlemagne either. But Schultz, I would rather just get in the closet with Schultz with a baseball bat and beat the shit out of him. If I was anywhere, any of Kendrick's crew, but I'm gonna let Kendrick handle that. And again, I hope he does. I hope this is a lesson. I hope this is a lesson to you people. But you won't listen. We'll just get along to get along. I mean, this is America. We don't believe in racism. Oh no, I mean, this is our brethren. I hear the same exact trick bag excuses. Get along to get along. I hear it. Save it. Save that crock of shit for someone who gives a shit. When it's time to roll, when it's time for revolutionary time, I don't want to see nothing Caucasian come my way. Nothing. But yeah, I guess we had to separate the men from the boys. I guess it is what it is. Kendrick, do you see Kendrick when he has his crew around him? Do you see any Caucasians around him? No. Ice Cube, when it's time to roll, do you see any Caucasians around him? No. So why the fuck? Snoop a little older though. But if he really had a problem, do you think that Snoop would have Caucasians around him? No. No, he wouldn't. Very, very old school, very, very humble. But if he had to take the humble hex off, you know LA's burning. If Cube had to take the humble hex off, LA is burning. I don't know what K.Dot's gonna do, to be perfectly honest with you. But all this entertaining shit, I don't want to say this is personal. I think Schultz is just trying to get, I don't know, views, clicks, whatever you want to call it, money, more fame. I don't know. But this is not a way to do it. It ain't. You can get away with it with Drake. You can't get away with it with K.Dot. I don't know why. But let's just wait for the response, people. Let's wait for the response. But until then, let this be a lesson to all the knuckleheads in the building. All the knuckleheads worldwide. Never let white boys into the cookout, because they start soaking up your culture. They soak up everything that you do, which they've done for decades and decades and decades. They soak up your culture and they think they are the culture. Like Eminem. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of songs that I do like, but I ain't going to be so far as to call them the greatest of all time. Nope. Ain't going to do it. I will put that in the realm of Kendrick. I'll put that in the realm of Lupe Fiasco and Mos Def. Real rap lyricists. It's easy for a white boy to pick up a glossary or a dictionary and read the entire dictionary. He got that from Fredro Starr. I forgot what the brother's name was, but he's got it from many rappers, right? He's learned them, studied them, took their shit, ran with it. But he ain't Busta Rhymes, even though Busta Rhymes is a bit of a sellout. And he damn sure ain't Twista. Twista will basically run fucking Eminem out the fucking park. Twista's 50 some years old. And still can rap, and still raps the way that he can. And by the way, sidebar, stop talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony like they can't do what they can do. If they really wanted to do it, and they could, but due to silent differences, due to the issues they have with Busy Bone and that whole, I hope they settle that shit. I really do, because my favorite ones are Flesh and Crazy, and a little bit of Biz, but nothing against Lazy and Wish, but if they really wanted to, they get together and have a record, like one final record. because Busy can still flow. Flesh is my guy. He can really, he still has it. So it's crazy. So put them together. Wish don't have to lose a whole bunch of weight because he is who he is. Lazy is gonna be lazy. Let them do one final record together and then make history. This is a damn shame. All right. It is one, but I said what I needed to say. This is We-On-Loc Nation coming at you with a late live video. I told you I wasn't going to be here for very long. Thank you for being here late with me tonight. Go ahead, support. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will be with you this Sunday. Peace.